Thank you all so much for stopping by today. So y'all, it is gonna break my heart to pull these flowers. These are our fall planted containers. I'll make sure that I link the video, and they are doing so beautiful, so well, so colorful. But I know if I want to have some summer blooms, I'm just gonna have to close my eyes, turn my head, and pull them. I've been collecting plants, I've been purchasing plants. I need to get a whole bunch of plants started. So I want to share with you what we're going to plant in the 2 black containers. I have moved them, if you've noticed, and I'm really not pleased with where they're at. I really didn't like it where I originally had it. And I may move them again, but they're very heavy. I actually had to get Chris to help me. We had to put it on a dolly and I had to move it. So I know if I ask him to move it again, it's gonna be a whole new conversation, but I just need to find the perfect place. I feel like this is a little bit better. They're gonna be separated, but it's not like the perfect place. But we still need to get them planted up with some plants so we'll have some summer blooms. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Ayana of Auyanna Plants, where we teach new and beginner gardeners how to start, grow, and maintain a flourishing garden. If you're returning, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for stopping by. So let me show you what we're going to put in these planters. Now, although they're separated, we're still going to mirror them, so they'll be the same plants because I got a lot of different plants, a lot, y'all. But I said if you work a little bit day by day, then they'll start to diminish. But here's the thing, so I can do that, but I just need to stop going to pick up more. So I'll let you know how it works out. So let me show you what we're going to get ready to plant up. Okay, so we got our soil prep, but now I want to answer a question that I do get commonly asked, and that is, do I reuse my potting soil? And the answer to that is it depends. It depends on whatever that used to be in here. If we had like a lot of funguses or diseases or infestations, then I will toss the potting soil. I do understand that potting soil is a lot, and that is the only time that I'll just empty out everything, sanitize my containers real good, and start over. But normally nothing was wrong with these containers. As you saw, the plants are growing beautifully. So I just take out like the big roots and the big clumps if they're still like connected. But yes, I will be reusing this. Now what I do is kind of refresh the soil. And what I mean by that is, so I added some slow release fertilizer in here. I'll put a little bit of compost in here. So I want to add back the nutrients in it, but I'm not going to toss out the whole thing. And what I do love about these containers right here is that the soil doesn't go all the way to the ground. I think the soil is probably like from here on up, but it looks like it's full of soil, but it's not. We did bring these containers with us. Some of the containers we left, but some of the ones that I love and some of the ones that were expensive, like these, because this is a self-watering pot. You basically, I don't think this works anymore, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It still does the job of keeping the plants moistured or keeping the plants watered from beneath, but I don't think this gauge right here works anymore. It used to be that when it was full, it was 3, and then as you needed more water, it would go down to 2 and then 1. But I'm not sure. I'll look, but I definitely love these containers. These are some more containers. I brought a lot of my self-watering containers with me because they are very helpful in the heat of the summer. Like, they help me not have to water so many things, because remember, when you're growing in containers, the plants really depend on you, and oftentimes you may have to water more often, and the smaller the container, the more often that you're going to have to water it. But this helps me out a whole lot. The soil was a little bit moist once you got down a little bit further, but before I plant everything, I'm going to water the soil in really good, and then I'll show you what all we're going to be planting in these planters. And we're going to do the same for the other planter that's just like this, although it may not be in the same place, but I really think the combination will be nice. And plus, y'all, I have got to get a lot of things planted that I have started from seed. I started way too many plants, and I knew I did, but we'll get them planted one way or another. If I just have to just start sticking them in the ground, we're going to get them planted. Okay, y'all, so really quick before I finish up, I wanted to share with you that this space is going to be blank for now, because what I'm going to do, I always like to go by thriller, filler, spiller in most of my containers, but you don't have to go by that. But most of the time when I am coming up with a arrangement, that is what I go by. So I'm going to go ahead and start these seeds. These are petite marigold, and then these are little plugs of calabricoa that I ordered. But this poor plant right here, this is a Veronica speedwell that we got and overwintered in the pot. It died back, it came back, and it's looking good. But I left this right here because it was so root bound. So I really took a whole bunch off the bottom, off the sides, and off the top. Like, I just took my hand trowel and just started like chopping away to just kind of give it room to breathe, because if not, it's going to choke the plant out. So I talked to the plant and told them, grow, 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 because it's a pretty plant. We have it in other places in the garden, but it was that root bound. And so I'm just going to throw these pieces away right here, but I'm still going to put the coconut core back over here. But once the marigolds germinate this, then we'll put these on this side right here. These calabricoas are going to be our spiller, so hopefully they'll start spilling out. The thriller is going to be the Veronica speedwell. It has the purple spikes. It is going to go up, and the bees, the butterflies, all of the pollinators love it. And then we'll have the filler plant as the marigold. So again, if you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button so that you can see the growth along with us. So I wanted to make this video as short as possible. I'm going to do the exact same for the other with the exact same plants. I have one more speedwell that had overwintered, but that one I actually potted up, so I didn't leave it in the original container, so hopefully it won't be as root bound. I'm just going to pull up the fall, winter, spring plants. They were the exact same, and I'll make sure that I link that video again where we planted them up. And so we'll have that there. Hopefully it'll be pretty and I won't move it, but if so, then we'll just have to do it. But I definitely want to keep you posted. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.